It's Week 6 of the National Football League.
And we'll see Chris Olave.
He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it comes your way next.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Set for a good matchup in the NFC South, so glad you are with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is a division you know a lot about, and the rivalries within this division always kind of gives you a good game when it's NFC South against NFC South.
Yeah, and this is a division, Mike, that I've lived in for a long time in my career, and at one point, you can make the argument that it was the best division in football. But right now, it's the quarterback uncertainty. Do we have the quarterback of our future? Did we just draft one? Did we just sign one? What does that look like? 2 of the 4 teams, brand new coaches taking over control to start this season. No division won fewer games last season. We've got a lot of work to do before this division can hold a candle to some of the others we see throughout the NFL.
The kicker, Chase McLaughlin, will get this one started. And off we go from the Superdome. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a 5th-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again here with Kamara. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Rattler now back to throw. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Rattler. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
The Saints will punt this one away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
Last week was really all about the turnovers. He had some success throwing for 3 touchdowns. At times, the offense was really clicking and had some nice rhythm, but he has to eliminate the turnovers. Anytime that a defense can take the ball away, their odds of winning the game significantly increased. So coming into this game, can he continue to keep the good, continue to trust that passing game to score points and be aggressive on offense, and at the same time, eliminate the bad? That's going to be the key today, and if he can do that, man, this is as good an offense as we've seen in this league.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. On play action, Mayfield. That is caught. He got Godwin. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. Second down and 8. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A throw on the move is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's first and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. Baker gonna give it to Irving, and that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And he's into the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
The kick is good. Next to score, Buccaneers 7, Saints nothing.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And they'd love to find different ways to get him the football. Look there. He comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That's complete. It is Foster Moreau.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 2. Shaheed in motion. Throwing is Rattler. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Here's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Rattler. That's going to be caught. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And not much doing there. They made